After working with the old school as their videographer for about a year, I was approached by Professor Hooker with the opportunity to travel with the old school leaders to Ghana to film the study abroad program run by JMU. Initially, I accepted the position to build up my portfolio and enhance my resume, but I soon realized that this trip was more than just a career builder. It was an opportunity for me to experience another culture that was vastly different from my own. My videography for them has evolved from simple capture to a detailed portrayal of all of the incredible work that Old School does for JMU and for its students. I know I can count on them to help me where I need it, whether that is academically or in my future career.
Africa has been attracting students for the experiences that they get. And Old School is going to help us to develop a cohort of year after year students who are going to have that particular experience.
Once the student arrives in Ghana, we serve as both mentors and as facilitators for all of the things that they'll experience in Ghana. So as the Old School group, we really take it personal to make sure that we help break down those barriers and make Ghana the chosen place for study abroad.
The program is 29 years old. It served over 650 students from across the university and students who represent really all demographics that are reflected at the university.
I've really enjoyed the interdisciplinary approach towards learning here. We've had various classes that have all been just very deep and impactful, and then we've gotten to go out and actually experience those lectures and take what we've learned into the field. And I think that's been very important just for applying a hands-on aspect to our learning.
So students have the opportunity to volunteer in a number of different places. So some of them volunteer in GLONA, which is a nonprofit organization that works with students after school to provide additional support. Other students opt to participate in the New Horizons Special School. And so students there work with children with disabilities and even older adults.
I would say one of my favorite moments would be interning at the New Horizons Special School. It feels like a family overall when you're it's just a very welcoming environment.
The biggest shaping point for me was the volunteer at GLONA. That was a point in time where I really realized that I want to go beyond just volunteering for underserved communities in Ghana, and I wanted to do something here. The GLONA volunteer kind of inspired me to start a community canned food drive year-round at JMU. So I feel like just going through that process really allowed me to understand who I wanted to be and the kind of service I wanted to do for other communities if I'm not, in Ghana. GLONA just inspired me to start my own community service.
I'm very excited about the very bright future the program has because that passion is being passed along. We have interested faculty who are enthusiastic and are going to support the program and are very knowledgeable. We have AAAD that's going to be offering logistical support. We've got the College of Education, College of Arts and Letters, and we have the Old School who's providing all kinds of very necessary support for this program. And so I'm really looking forward to having a number of additional key constituencies join us because I don't think they'll be able to resist once they see what we have.
The challenge that was given us by JMU was again to validate the importance of the Ghana program. And so in that effort, we suggested to the university that perhaps we could demonstrate that through a 3-year pilot program. So the first year in that pilot program, the Old School was challenged with validating the existing Ghana program as it was. In year 2, our challenge became, after we identified some of those improvement areas in year 1, we sought to make those improvements, but then also to give our corporate sponsors the experience on the ground on why they should consider investment in Ghana.
I've seen so much since I've been on this trip with the Old School group, and I think the infrastructure that's in place that has been developed over the last 2 decades, almost 30 years, provides an avenue to do almost anything we want to do. I think there's great potential to expand upon what's going on here as well as to accelerate it. So I'm hopeful that ERP can play a significant role in expanding the program.
Old School does a fantastic job in getting opportunities out there and broadcasting that so that students are aware of what options they have for them, and then helping them to actually get to the finish line.
I think having time with the former president of Ghana, a world leader, it was an incredible experience, and it was an experience that I had the pleasure of enjoying with 15 to 20 of JMU students.
With the Kaffour Foundation internship, there are no internships for non-Ghanaian students except for JMU students. And there's so many occurrences where we're the only or one of the only schools that are doing some of these programs from other countries. And I think that makes this program so unique and so special and so important. Everything we're doing is so unique to our school. And that's been something that's made me very proud to go to JMU and be able to have these opportunities.
We want Dukes to be able to open doors in Ghana, and we want to make sure that that doorway is open both ways. JMU is going to be the group that is the recipient of a great program that develops students in an international global market.
What's important is being able to demonstrate that ability of teamwork, demonstrate that ability of corporate engagement, corporate fundraising, student experiences, being able to demonstrate that in a way that not only brings the whole of JMU together, as we all would like to see more of, but it also sends the message to the student that the best way is as a team. And it's not a one-person show, it's not a one-college show, it is a JMU show.
I'm very thankful for the opportunity to have gone to Ghana. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. This has truly been a life-changing experience.